So I mentioned yesterday in a post that my electrician gave me a tip on how to avoid making big holes like this to basically drill a hole through the floor to pull up some cables. It's a rather large hole. I had to get my drill in there, and it would have been a lot easier to drill up from the bottom through some drywall in the basement. I'll show you that hole in a second. But it would have been a lot easier to do that and then fish it up behind the TV and not make this big hole in the bottom of the sheetrock. So anyway, I'll show you the hole in the basement. So here's the hole in the basement. You can see my cables going up. You can see the hole I cut in the drywall. Obviously this is a little easier probably to repair and not as important as the living space upstairs. But if I could just make one hole instead of two, that'd be even better. So if I could have just made this hole and not made the hole upstairs, I would have been probably a lot better off. Now I'll show you what I did after my electrician told me a trick. So here's another hole. I drilled this one from the bottom actually, and I located it from the tip that I was told from drilling from the top. So I will show you what it looks like upstairs, then I'll do another one of these. So as you can tell, I got some wires hanging down, but there are no holes in the drywall, no carpet pulled up, no holes in the wood. The wood's still against the wall. And I've got one hole behind the TV, which you can't see because I've already hung it. But I'm about to show you the trick that the electrician showed me. So I'm downstairs and I want to pull a couple network cables to my son and my daughter's room, but I'm not sure where I need to cut holes. Obviously I could cut holes all in the ceiling and make a big mess, and I probably still wouldn't know exactly where to go from upstairs. So this is the trick, and this is what we do. So this is the trick. It is using insulation strong ties, basically steel wires, if you will, that hold insulation up in place between roof rafters, and using those to actually drill through floors, joists, whatever, and locate where you're trying to make a hole. So I'll show you how it's done. So I've inserted one of the ties into my drill bit, and if you can see the end, it's kind of hard to focus on it. It's got somewhat a sharp tip to it. It's kind of hard to see, but it's got a tip to it nonetheless. And what we're going to do is we could go through the flooring if we wanted to, but I'm just going to go between the floor and the drywall, go straight down and try and do a locate. First of all, though, you might want to make your life a little easier and locate your studs. So I got my stud finder, and looks like there's a stud over there, one over here. So where we're going, there's no stud, and that way we'll be able to go through both rooms. So it's kind of hard to show, so I'm going to try and position my drill, or my camera, to show you what I'm doing. So basically I've got the drill here, it's set on, and I'm going to just kind of hold it with my hand, kind of see that there, and start drilling. It's kind of hard to get it started. So I'm through the subfloor actually, and now I'm on drywall. I can feel that. And I'm through. So I've made virtually zero hole upstairs, and we'll go check out downstairs, see where it is. So I didn't expect that actually, but I guess I'm glad I went there. the room upstairs actually overhangs in the front of the house. I didn't take that into account, so fortunately I didn't end up outside. But as you can tell, there is the locate wire. So now I can take some, cut some drywall out, put my cable in, and I should be good to go. I tried to make a few holes actually. It looks like there's a lot of wood up there, so I'm going to go off to the side, try and see if I can find not so much wood up there. I'm guessing it's probably a pretty good joist that's running across right where I went through. Maybe we can see what it went through. Maybe it went through a whole joist, or we'll see. So this is actually a pretty good example of why I did what I did. I'm going to open this up just a little bit more. Just to, I probably wouldn't normally do this, but just to give you show you. What it did. All right. So you can see where the locate wire went right through the subfloor, but it also went through a 2x4. You can see it there, and out the other side. And I'm trying to see if I can show it. Yeah, right there, right through the 2x4. So basically, nothing will stop these things. We'll go right through. But now I've got my locate, so I can actually. Works out pretty well. I can come from underneath, drill my hole up, and run my wire like I need to.